The cold morning air carried dust as I stood at the barn door, coffee in hand, looking over the field. The same land where my grandmother grazed cows, and every stone told my family's story. But that day the sight was different. At the edge of my pasture there was now a concrete path, a set of swings, and a shiny sign. Maplewood Commons, Public Park. I froze for a moment. The road I used every day to pull my tractor out now echoed with children's laughter and scooter beeps. 4 feet of land from my 10-acre farm had been taken in the name of a public zone, without my permission. I spoke to the city planner, a suited young man with a laptop who said, "Mr. Hanter, there's a small discrepancy in your records, but this is for the community's benefit." I replied, "Benefit isn't stealing my land." He smiled, "Maybe just compromise a little." I don't compromise, not when someone is digging at my roots. Tension built slowly. Mornings brought yoga classes in the park, evenings brought picnics. When I drove my tractor to the gate, someone would say, "Your tractor scares the children." I'd simply say, "This is my path and these are my fields." Then one day the mayor posted a notice in front of my house. "Community has right to use public easement." I tore the notice down and pasted it back on their office door. 2 days later, they placed stones by my fence. For safety reasons. When I had them removed, they threatened, "You're violating a city order." The fight was on. Theirs backed by paperwork, mine by the truth of the soil. One night I sat quietly in my pasture. The wind moved, but something else was burning inside me. I decided my response would be smart and legal. There was a large parking lot in front of the park, about 40 spaces. I dug out old documents. That land had been recorded as the Hanter Farm loading zone until 1965, so I reclaimed that right. 2 weeks later, when I stepped outside, big notices hung on the SUVs in the park parking. "Unauthorized parking. Vehicles will be towed." People were stunned, the park organizers furious, and I just smiled with my coffee. That evening they came to my door. Their leader said, "You've moved against the whole community." I looked him in the eye and said, "No, I just took back my share of land. Now your cars will be parked where they should be, outside the boundary." They cursed, they threatened, but I stood firm. A few days later, the court ordered a review of the park boundaries and recognized the private access zone. Now, when I take my tractor out to the fields, the park swings still sway, but a small sign stands across from them. "Farm access. Please respect." Sometimes battles aren't won by noise, but by patience. They turned my pasture into a park, so I took their parking. If you believe justice has deep roots, like, share, and don't forget to subscribe to this story.